Here's your midlife coach. You have to make time. You have to make time. A lot of us, we don't do that. We make time for what we want. We make time for what we need. But we make every excuse in the book when it comes to you being there for the person that you're supposed to be there for. We get lost. We get caught up. We allow how we feel, and we're confused. Maybe you're not ready for a relationship. Maybe you're not ready for love. Maybe you're not ready for the things that you've always longed for and wanted, because you got to work on yourself. And until you work on yourself, you'll be like everybody else that is supposedly wanting a relationship, but not willing to even get in a relationship because they understand the requirements of a relationship. People, don't allow this fairy tale Snow White, a man coming on a white horse, to be the topic of discussion when you get around your friends and your girlfriends. Don't allow the woman that you've always longed for and desired to be the topic of discussion when you're talking about the way she looks and everything else. All that stuff kind of goes out the door more than anything else, simply because of the fact, because love itself is much more than the appearance of a person. It is when you're able to understand that their being a part of your life is much more important, because right now they're a part of your purpose, they're part of your destiny. You know, love is awesome, but we are much more caught up on the exterior of things than we are the interior of the heart and the motives of the person that we're involved with. We get lost. We get lost because we're caught up in the fact of loving somebody correctly is a little bit much more in detail than the things that we truly desire. So where do you start? How do you start? You have to start with looking at yourself. You have to start with trying to get help for yourself. You have to understand that what you all have is much more important than anything else. You have to stop thinking about yourself. You have to stop running from the problem and deal with the problem. You know, a lot of people will ignore it, and ignoring the problem is not going to solve it. Talking about the problem might solve it, but more than anything else, you have to deal with it when it comes to yourself. If we don't deal with the issues within our own personal lives, if we don't deal with what we need to deal with in order for us to have a healthy relationship, then the relationship is not going to last. Yeah, you might still have feelings. You might be involved with someone. But in order for a relationship to last, you have to deal with your own problems and your own insecurities. And what is happening is that you have people that are in relationships. They have never dealt with their problems. They have never dealt with their insecurities. And what happens? Everything starts to manifest itself in the relationship. Why? Because now I realize I did not deal with this before I got with him. I'm still hurt over certain things that's taken place within my past. I still have trust issues. I still have insecurities with the way I look. I still have this. All these things have to be dealt with. It's unfair for the person that you're with to endure the pain of your past and hold them hostage because you cannot give them the love that they desire from you. Yes, all they do is try to love you. All they do is try to be there for you mentally, spiritually. They pray for you. They pray with you. They do all the things that you've always looked for in a man and in a woman. But in order for you to have exactly what you should have, it's going to take for you to do what you've never done. I want you all to think about that. All right? This is on the moment of your life. God is bigger than this moment, and that's the reason why we got to continue to press. Have a blessed and wonderful day.